Well, good morning, and welcome back to the basement farm. How exciting we are. As you may remember from the time-lapse video the other day, we finished all our baling. We got all our bales sold, made us a bit of money back on the equipment we bought, and here we are, ready to go. We now have our huge field ready to plant. It's filling up with these thistly, cowslippy, tulipy, poppy type weeds already, but in the immediate future we're just going to throw some cotton in here and see what happens. So I need to go grab a plough, then we need to get a dedicated cotton planter. My plan is to set those guys going. You may recall from the first video that I was having some issues tracing some of our crops, but I have since actually, you don't need that weight. I have since discovered where they are being held, so we'll get those sold as well, and have a quick look at some of the equipment we're going to need when the cotton has grown. So, with the weeds being something of an issue here in Farming Simulator 19, of course, we will need to get a weeder to take care of things to make sure our cotton harvester gets lots of lovely cotton when it happens. So, the plan is plough, seeder, then sell some stuff. Then I think it'll probably be the next time-lapse video until we get to actually harvesting our cotton, provided I set it to grow fast enough. I think I set a fairly fast grow rate. If I didn't, then I perhaps should have done, because this is really just an arcadey type game rather than wanting to wait for a couple of days, game days rather, to see the results of what we're doing. So here we are in the shop. We'll have a brief look at the cotton harvester baler. There is one. It's a case or a Cassie one. It's very, very pretty and very, very shiny and very, very expensive. So I think when it comes to it, we're just going to be hiring that from these lovely people. For now, we are going to grab ourselves a plough. I'm probably going to buy it because ploughs will always need one. So here we are. I haven't quite got enough horsepower in the tractors for any of these bigger ploughs just yet. I may look at upgrading at some point, but for now we'll stick with our standard Salford. There we go. So we'll get that picked up, set it going, and then we'll pop back and grab ourselves a planter. So yeah, I'm intending to have an employee, a worker, do some of the work for us there in terms of ploughing and seeding, just because I want to go and get those other... nobody coming, just because I want to go and get those crops sold, which is quite an undertaking, since I found out where they are. There we go. Okay. So yeah, just a short trip back to the farm. It's nice that it's just a short little jaunt going on. It would be even shorter if these lovely people didn't drive at 20 in a 30, but we'll figure that one out when we get there, as we're nearly there already, so it's not going to have a huge impact on our game day. A quick 5 minutes. There we go. Whee! So here we go. Oops. Jumped into the wrong thing there. I've also noticed the time is still set on real time, and I think I'll just move that along slightly just to make sure everything gets going. The other thing we will of course need once the ploughing is done and once the seeding is done in our cotton field there is to buy something to take care of the weeds. We'll sort that much nearer the time when we need it. There we go. Our plough is ploughing. I'm sure that's going to take him a while. Him or possibly her. I think that was a lady. Yeah. So let's grab our... Let's trundle down with our Fiat. And then when I get back... Because I think the Fiat is a much maligned thing, who I do think we'll probably need weight on the front, if the Fiat will take one. No, it won't. Well, in that case, we won't take the Fiat. It will need a weight on the front to cope with the planter, so we'll take our other favourite, and there we go. You, my friend, can stay clipped on there, because we're going to need you later. So that's going to be quite a quick... sorry, not a quick. What's the opposite of quick? It's going to be quite a slow journey in the Fiat, but may not need it. Let's stick with the plan. Stick with the plan, Stan. There we go. So we've got the weight, which is ready. And here we go. I'll get the, probably not the smallest planter. I'm only going to be hiring it, so we'll get the middle one. Oops. Don't necessarily want all the lights on right now. Coming that way. Somebody coming that way, but we'll be easily, safely around him. So there we go. .8:07 game time. And here we are. We'll turn this round. Ready. Jump out. And here we go. So, the planters are all up here. It's not a seeder. Seeders are for lesser plants, cereal crops if you like. But these planters will handle the bigger ones. The bottom right has the icons for them. We've got corn, sweet corn, soybean, I think, then sugar beet, and of course cotton. But I'm going to jump on this Skvarnaland, I think, just because, 70 horsepower, that will suit the Fiat nicely, I'm sure. Just because it's slightly bigger working width, so it should get it done that little bit quicker. I'm only intending to lease it, so we'll do that. And here we go. So back to the farm. I won't set it going straight away, just because with a bigger working width than the plough, those guys will catch up with each other fairly quickly, and that's not really what we want to happen. I don't think we're risking weeds growing before we seed, but they can easily be taken care of later anyway. So here we go, the quick jaunt back to the farm, and then we can get everybody going. Hooray! Of course, you know what I didn't do here? No one behind us? No. What I didn't do was buy any seed. You can't sow nothing. It's almost like this is the second take of this video that I had to abandon for no good reason. Yeah, that didn't happen. That would be silly. I didn't do anything silly in the first take or anything. Not at all. Okay. So let's grab ourselves a seed bag. I'm sure we'll need more than one fill, but for now I'll just leave it here. That's not what I want to do. So, my good man, please could you bring me a seed bag? Just the one for now. I can always pop back later. Thank you very much indeed. Now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure it won't be in too many people's ways. Where is it? There it is. Let's get that filled up ever so slightly. Reminded that we want cotton when we sow. No, we don't want you to... Right. Okay, so, again, let's head back. And do what we meant to do in the first place, which is go back. That may have bought us enough time to start sowing, who knows? We may as well get them started straight away. If they run into each other, I can always jump cut back to sort the mess out. There's our farm in the distance. Just a wee jaunt to the shop. What a nicely designed map that is. Okay. Aren't I having trouble with my fingers today? Okay. There's our standard seeder. Keep hold of this planter for now anyway. Can always go back and get the seed later. In fact, what I may do... Oh no, if I've got a worker on, he'll go to his own speed anyway. Let's just leave that there for now, whilst we establish the plan for part 2 of our master plan for the day. And that is going to be jumping in the Fiat. I'll take this trolley with us. Trolley? That's not a trolley. I knew what I meant. Okay, so the stocks we have here are generally all over the place. I think what I'll likely do is sell the sunflowers there, just because they have quite a nice price going at the grain mill there. So, bring up the map, we can see there that the grain mill is not shown there because it's slightly too small. So, let's go into the big map and see if we can see it on there. All our other stock is held here at the railroad silo east, depending on where the grain mill is. Oh, which is there. What's the best way to do that? I think it's probably by road. So, we'll use the bigger tractor. I will stick the Fiat on the seating, and then we'll drive up there, around there, to the silo, and then over there to the grain mill, and then back again. So, yes, that feels a little bit time-lapsey, so I think we should probably do that all in time-lapse. So, thank you very much, and see you very shortly. Actually, whilst I go and jiggle these tractors around, this little Fiat has got great horsepower, but not such great speed. But speed isn't necessarily too vital for what I'm trying to do here. Let's just drop that weight in the yard because we don't want to be carting that around too much. Oh, I thought I detached you, sorry. Okay. I'm sure the Fiat can cope with that. There we go. Where did I drop the weight? Well, I bet I've just dropped it in the field over there. Okay. Wait a minute. I think I might hop out and just check where that weight is for now. Which would explain why I thought I'd dropped the plant but hadn't. There we go. Okay. Well, it's certainly not on there, is it? There it is. Can I? Don't think I can lift that by hand, can I? So we know the Fiat does have a hook on the front. Maybe it will take the weight after all. Okay, so I think we're probably in a position to set this going. See if it'll let us pick the weight up. No, it won't. Oh well, I'm sure it will let us push it out of the way slightly. There we go. Okay, so let's get ourselves lined up and ready to go with the cotton planter. So, let's get it unfolded, let's get it lowered, and then get it started up. We'll set that on a worker. I will probably need to come back and sort these guys out. Depending on relative speeds, you are going to do that at 9 miles an hour. We are going to need to pop back to the shop and bring that seed over. But for now, I'm sure that will all be fine. There we go. It was blocked by an object, but it isn't anymore. So let's take a road trip. I will indeed, at some point, jump cut back here just to sort out the inevitable tangle of planter and plough. But yes, hopefully I'll be able to get up there before it happens. And we will see you up there. So, ta-ta for now. And so here we are, approaching Railroad Silo East. What I would have done, in normal terms, is jump on the train, but there's nowhere near the grain mill to get our stuff. So let's try and find that's our unload and load point. So here we are. Yes, there's no way of getting it from the train to the sell point that we're going to, which is something of a shame. But anyway, so let's make sure we're lined up. There we go. Let's get the cover off, of course. Start filling with, what did I say? Sunflowers. Let's do that. I think that'll take most of the... there we go, that will take everything we've got. Just before I start taking that anywhere, I'm going to magic jump down to our helpers, see how they're getting on. They're just about caught up with each other, so that was some fairly useful timing. Kind of just calm yourself out of the way. Right, so let's just leave you there for now. I see you're all lined up nicely. Whoa, steady. My gosh, you crazy people. I'm going to pop you back here, way out of that plough's way. Just park up for now. There we go. Just while he does some more. There's the train. There's our ploughman. And let's go sell this. We found that it was quite a nice price at that grain mill, so I'll take that nice windy mountain road and we'll head there. I shall probably time-lapse that, or maybe just jump cut. I'll see how long this video's getting. So, either way, I'll see you when we get there. Ta-ta for now. Here we are, approaching the grain mill, so let's get some selling of our sunflower seeds done. I will get some more sunflowers planted at some point, possibly in our second field, whilst we have that planter that can handle them. So there we go. Right one and triangle will sell me sunflowers. Or it would do, if I opened the cover. There we go. Sunflowers all sold. Total sales in the top right. Give me... Well, my alignment seems to have gone out today. I'm not sure why. There we go. A cheeky 21,000 there. So, off camera, I will bring this back. Because I don't want to bore you particularly with that. Oh, look. They all got stuck again. Well done, all you crazy people. Well, that could have gone better, but in any case, we'll let him carry on. I'll let these guys certainly finish up off camera. Pretty sure you won't need anything else now. Not when you come back up anyway. So yeah, that's what we will do. I may do some of that planting myself when it comes down to it. It just depends how time goes, because time, as we know, often runs away with us. And I think the plan should indeed be, maybe we should top up our sunflowers from this smaller field. But that sunflower seed harvest that we had there, is that ready to do? It says it's not fertilised. I wonder what, how's this looking now? Oh, fertilised to 50%. Well, that's nice. We'll be sticking lime on. Just making sure. Yes. There we go. Yes, we'll stick some sunflowers in there. That sunflower will definitely have paid for some sort of weeder. I may get a spray weeder. I may get a mechanical weeder. But that is kind of fantasy shopping, and I'll see how we do. Let's have a quick look, actually, at what we may get. But obviously that will be planned for the future, although not too far in the future, because that's what we'll need. These are the weeders. Pull out the small grown weeds between crops, improving the field state. They can only be used in the first growing stage. Well, there you go. One of those mechanicals is probably okay. There we go. They do look very good. But there are also weed killer technologies somewhere that I'm not... Oh, there you go. Crop protection is the other one, which... That's a tank, and these, there you go, sprayers will increase the harvest. You can either put fertiliser or a herbicide in them to kill those weeds, but I think we will see how that goes. But yeah, for the future, we'll be getting a weeder. And I think, even with all the vague time lapses that have been going on, that's probably enough for this particular video. So, thank you very much for watching yet again. We'll see you in the next edition of Time Lapse Tuesday, I think, for now. But, since as these tractors are now not in each other's ways, I think, is that a lookout tower? Can I head up there? Yes, thank you for watching. Do please give it a like or a subscribe if you haven't already. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yes, it's a lookout tower over our farm. How exciting! Yes, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be very much appreciated, and any comments will be gladly received. So yes, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now. Bye.